Hey, how's it going, you guys? It's petplatypus here, and it's time for a double review of Hunter x Hunter, because I just kind of feel like doing two in one review. So, let's get this started. This is episode 56 and 57. We're starting 56, obviously. This was a pretty cool episode. Nothing too much. Well, I guess major stuff did happen, but nothing we haven't seen before, and I'll get to that in a second. But, we got the gang in the car, except for Killua. Killua's still in ninja moto over by the buildings, and they kind of figure out that these are Nen buildings, and there's probably some kind of security, which we know that there is. And yeah, he ends up meeting up with Melody, and they kind of work together. But we also see Kurapika in disguise, looking way more like a girl than he already did, which I didn't think was possible. But yeah, Kurapika's in disguise. Then we get the scene with the Phantom Troop, and the leader kind of has a brain blast, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm stupid." He figures out that, you know, if we had paid attention to why the Nostrades family, their daughter was here, then we would have been able to find the chain user faster because of the auction and the security guard, and you know, so that was, you know, cool. He was a little late to the party on that one, but yeah. So he puts together a little team with Nobunaga, Shizuku, Junos, Machi, and fucking... I think he also... And the little... I don't know, I forget the name, but the one with all like the hair covering and like the eyeball showing. Starts with a K. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, he puts together that little team, and they go out to go find the chain user. They go to the hotel because they figure out, you know, the hotel room and everything. Then we have the black dude with the dogs, and the dog was amazing. It was probably manipulation, but I love how he goes to the door and he's like, opens the door, rolls in the cart. That was hilarious. I loved seeing that. That was funny as fuck. But anyway, and he has a girlfriend, and I'm like, why is this relevant? And it's really, as soon as I saw how much screen time he was getting, and how he had like this little, like, not even backstory, but like, he's like, yeah, I want to find a new job, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, this guy's gonna die. I pretty much kind of figured he would die. And yeah, he does. Later on. But yeah, he takes the eyeballs with him because he figures they're valuable, even though that's exactly what they're tracking, so that kind of fucks him over. But he takes those, and Kurapika realizes that they're going to, you know, he's talking to Melody and Killua, who've been tracking them, and he's like, yeah, they're headed to the hotel, and he's like, oh fuck. So, while he's headed to the hotel, well, then he gets out of the car and goes, and then Gon follows him. They're tracking Phantom Troop. Phantom Troop catches them. Kurapika basically just blows the entire plan because of him getting just overly aggressive and impatient. And, yeah, Killua ends up bailing him out. He switches places when they're caught. So now Killua and Gon are caught again, which, like I said at the beginning of this review, it is a big deal, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. It's kind of redundant that these two characters are caught again by the same person, too, by Machi. Well, I mean, there's other people there, you know, but... And then Junos and Nobunaga went on ahead to catch up with the black guy. And they catch him, and now they know who Kurapika is and what he looks like. And he's dead because he went to make a move because the Junos bitch mentioned his girlfriend because she's using her mind reader powers. And then she also does this interesting thing where she fires like bullets with memory. Like, she like fires the bullet and it puts the memory inside the person's head, which is actually a really convenient power. So yeah, that was cool. And, you know, Gon and Killua are now kidnapped again, and Kurapika is going to rescue them, hopefully. And yeah, we'll just see where things go from here. Almost all the security guards are dead at this point, except for Melody and Basho, which are my favorite too, so hopefully they don't die. But they might. We'll just see where things go. But overall, I thought this was a fine episode of Hunter x Hunter. Nothing too spectacular. I thought the dog was like the best part of the episode, and that's kind of a bad sign, I guess. But no, it was fine. I liked the scenery of the episode. I liked how they did the rain. A lot of grays, but it really worked. I thought it looked really, really nice. So, you know, animation. And not even really animation, but just picture quality and just the cinematic design was really nice in this episode. So, yeah. That's my review for episode 56, so yeah, I'll give this episode like a 7.5. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it wasn't like the greatest episode ever, but like, having Gon and Killua get kidnapped again is a big deal, even if it is kind of repetitive. So yeah, Give this episode a 7.5, and now we'll move on to 57. Okay, you guys, so episode 57. This was pretty awesome. We pretty much pick up where the last one left off. Gon and Killua are kidnapped again. And that's pretty much that scene. They have a little mini discussion, nothing too big of a deal, just kind of talking about what a dangerous situation they're in. And then we get, the opening theme song, and then we cut over to them inside the hotel, waiting for Junos and fucking Nobunaga to show up. And you've got Leorio, like a boss, pretending to not know who they are. He's got the plan set up. He's giving them a message while faking a phone call. It's awesome. That was a great scene. I love Leorio. Dude's he's a boss. He doesn't even have to actually fight to be a boss. But that scene was great. But the Juno's chick, I'm just going to call her Paku because that's part of her name. Paku and Nobunaga show up, and she's about to read their minds, but they kind of stall a little bit. They need one more minute before the lights go out. That was really cool. They close their eyes and everything. The lights go out, and then just, so efficient. Just little mini thugs. Killua just, dislocate, arm break, Gon kicks her right in the face. They're trying to escape. It's awesome, but they do end up getting caught, because the Phantom Trooper just hacks motherfuckers. But yeah, they get caught, but during that brief opportunity, while they were distracting the Phantom Troop members, Kurapika slipped in, kidnapped the boss, and took him off in the car. That's awesome. But yeah, that's basically that scene. So then we have Kurapika and the boss in the car, and it's hilarious when the boss thinks Kurapika is a girl, because that's what everybody watching Hunter x Hunter thinks. But yeah, and then he takes off the wig, and it's I'm not a girl, and it's you still look like one to me, but whatever. So he's kind of being a bitch, he's trying to piss Kurapika off, basically, saying he's not that great of a bargaining chip, I'm not that great of a hostage, blah, blah, blah. Melody confirms it, because she can tell if people are lying or not. But then we kind of get the back and forth hostage negotiation phone calls, and there's some funny scenes here and there with the one dude in the tracksuit being oh yeah, we had to break a few bones and stuff, and that was kind of funny. He hung up on him and shit. He was I'm kidding. Just, typical, not really typical, but, it was funny. Kind of interesting to put comedy in a spot like that, but I suppose it worked. Definitely adds to the Phantom Troop's personality and their camaraderie together. But yeah, they're talking about how it has to be the Juno's chick, Paku. She has to go alone, and if she says a word, they'll kill the leader, and she's having flashbacks about, betrayal, and they mention her fortune, which is very interesting. I like that they brought that back, the fortune that they read. Yeah, and then, she is supposed to go by herself. If anyone shows up, they're dead. Or the leader's dead. It talks to Nobunaga, so he can explain everything, because Paku has to stay quiet. What else happened? It's not a lot of stuff happened, but it's each situation that did happen had, subtleties to it and things I'm trying to just cover in this review. Yeah, the boss figures out that Kurapika has a weakness, just little things here and there. I mean, it seems like the final front confrontation should be coming up really soon. And yeah, all 10 troop members need to stay in the, base. If they're not in the base, boss is dead. There's a little bit of arguing between the members of the fucking Phantom Troop, kind of having friction. It's we should just go, and if the boss dies, whatever, we can kill the chain user, and Nobunaga, who's no, the boss can't die. So, a little bit of group friction, that's interesting too. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. I mean, and then there's the part with Hisoka, and he's talking about how he can't leave, even though he wants to fight the boss. This is his perfect opportunity, but he can't leave, because if he leaves, the boss will die. And then he fucking texts Illumi. I'm assuming he's Illumi. It's pretty much no doubt at this point. He's can you help me out with this? And he's yeah, sure. So, that's cool. That's interesting. I like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's I don't have much to say, but then there's just too much to talk about at the same time with this episode. But yeah, overall, I thought it was good. Better than the previous episode. I'm glad I reviewed these two together. let's see. What should the final score be? Yeah, I'll go 8.5 out of 10. I really like the scene where Gon and Killua fought back. It was really well done. I like the friction between the Phantom Troop, obviously. The leader's kidnapped. That's a really huge progression. And just the way the whole scene was handled with Leorio and the darkness, that was all just fantastic strategy. So yeah, 8.5 episode. I want to thank you guys for watching this double review of Hunter x Hunter. Tell me what you guys thought of these episodes in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.